Hello and welcome back to I II Complete, where I take on another mirror maze. Thankfully, I actually remembered this one better than I did the other one, so it should be concluding fairly shortly. There aren't any items to find in here, so you can devote all of your efforts to finding the way out. I will be doing a lot of saving for reasons that I don't quite remember. Oh yeah, there are 2 bosses in this video. And I really want to be at full health for the next one, because I never really know what's going to happen. And ready? And here we go. Save again, just to be absolutely sure. Okay, meet Yoglux and Olmugan. Only one of the heads can be hit, and every time you hit the right one, it switches off. It's kinda hard to avoid getting hit here, so you'll want to have all the battle equipment. And if you don't have the flame sword, you'll be doing about 2 damage per hit. Okay, I managed to run myself down on hit points for, well, no reason really. Just a little mistake on my part, so this is really the first time in a while I've actually had to be careful on these 2. Well, at least in I. In Origin, you have to be very careful. Yeah, there are only, I think, 3 bosses in I and II that don't show up in I Origin. In case, as you damage them, the number of little whirly barrier things gets broken down. And once they get down to 2 and 1, they're pretty much trivial. Down they go. "7 years bad luck." For me, not for Adol. Adol gets some very immediate bad luck. Okay, and final boss of I, Dark Fact. Dark Fact is a boss I would say a boss you solve rather than beat. Also, he was voiced by Michael Bell in the Turbo CD version. Your efforts to acquire the Encyclopedia set have been impressive. Okay, there are a couple of problems with fighting Dark Fact. First off, every time you hit him, you open up some floor. If you're standing on that floor, you die instantly. And you can trap yourself like I did there. There's also other problems with fighting Dark Fact, and let me just skip through his blah blah blah, I am king of evil, blah blah blah, I'll be remembered forever for destroying the world, or whatever, some nonsense. Okay, so the other problem with fighting Dark Fact, at least as I've encountered it, is that I am an idiot. You see, unless you have the silver equipment on hand and equipped, you will die. Equipping the silver equipment allows you to deal actual, real, significant damage to him, and you're actually protected somewhat from his attacks when you put on the silver armor and shield. Do remember to equip all of them, don't be like me. So the way you handle Dark Fact is that you basically have to trim the edges of the platform by hitting them when he's in the corners or on the sides or whatever. You'll still end up chopping up the whole platform, but at least it'll be controlled and you'll have a better shot of bringing him down this way. And that's it! We blew the top off a darn tower, and there's only one thing left to do. The last book of Ys is now ours. Let's see what they have to say. So Adal has acquired the power of ancient Ys, but what exactly does that mean? Uh-oh. This looks like some pretty powerful juju going on around here. And that's it for Ys 1. Dark Fact has been defeated, the devils on the earth have been destroyed, but Adal seems to have activated some magic in those books by reading all of them. Yes, Adal will begin a new journey about 3 minutes after this one. Okay, so that's the end of Ys 1, but we're not nearly done yet. While Ys 1 is okay in its own right, it's still a rather simplistic sort of action RPG, and I can see why Falcom was a bit reluctant to release it on its own without the accompanying Ys 2. But still, it's not a game that ended on a cliffhanger just out of the possibility of a sequel in the future. Parts of Ys 2 had already, as far as I know, been completed when Ys 1 was released, so a sequel was pretty well certain at that point, at least as far as Falcom knew. There it begins. I need to find out what's going on in the background. I did some searching before, but didn't get anything. Yeah, JDK is Falcom's in-house band. The thing about the Chronicles version of the East 1 and 2 soundtrack is that it was done live instruments rather than the chiptunes or MIDIs or other such things found in earlier versions. And there's Mieko Ishikawa. Anyways, I had thought of doing the East 1 boss rush as soon as I finished this game. However, I decided that I'll just put the East 1 and 2 boss rushes together once I finished East 2. And there's Sarah, whose apparent wizardry made this recording and East 1 and 2 Chronicles for the PC a total reality. And there's Thomas Lipschultz, who posts regularly on Steam and on the Xseed forums as Weirdwad. And he's also apparently a fan of the East 1 and 2 OVAs. Can't say I've watched them all the way through myself, but I think I probably should. It's not like they're very long or whatever. East 2 is going to be a fair bit longer than this one. Because not only is the quest in general longer, but there's a lot more stuff to uncover in East 2 that's a bit off the beaten path. I'll show off some of it at least. To be continued as soon as I can get myself some decent recordings. Okay, that's it for East 1 at least. See you next time.